good performance in her 5 starts to date. That did come at Geelong, where she won in 26.01. So to put that in perspective, it's about 2.5 lengths off the time that we mentioned about Nashville Bales. So for her, she doesn't look to have much early pace at all, but with box 1 up her sleeve, you never quite know.
Well, exactly right. And of course, Nashville Bale showed good box speed last time out to be leading throughout there at Geelong and winning as impressive as he was. Thestral hasn't shown too much box speed of recent times as well, but his form's been pretty solid.
Not too bad. I mean, he's been at Geelong as well, and although he was defeated 3 starts back, he, as we speak about with a few of these, he broke 26 seconds in doing so, but he's got no early pace. So how this map looks early on, I've got no clue.
And the dominance of Team Daly in this field here, all bar one of the runners from the Daly kennel. So it's a interesting lineup there.
Yeah, it is. And what's most interesting about the way the Dalys operate from a breeding point of view in recent years, they're just heavily invested in international sires, which is a real risk to take, because I'm sure a lot of people who are delving into the breeding game, they want certainty. And that's been the trend in recent years. They want greyhounds who have runs on the board, your Fernando Bales, your Barcia Bales, and those are sort of, particularly the Barcias are drying up as time goes on. But the Bernardos and greyhounds like that. So for the Dalys to have the kahunas to experiment with international sires, there's no smarter mind in the business from a breeding point of view than George Daly. So he knows what he's doing, and I think the next 24 months are probably going to be a really good example of how successful it'll be.
Now, your selections here in race number 10 before we head upstairs to Dan.
Yeah, 4, 7, 3 and 2 in a race that isn't near the quality that we've had throughout the evening so far. Went with Nashville Bale. It's just what he did in his last start was probably a performance that very few here in this field would be able to put together. So based on that, I went with him from Rye Bale out in box 7 and Bun Tornado for 3rd and number 2 Thestral. So 4, 7, 3 and 2 for me, Dan.
Nashville Bale is the favourite, $2.50, Touch $2.70, now into $2.60. Willow Bale $4.40 into $3.40. That's where the late money is as we get you up to Dan Hibbard for the call of race 10.
Bale Lapis getting set. Race number 10. Green light is turned on and the lure's on the roll. Set to run. Ready. Racing, slow to go was Thestral. Great speed out from Rebale, led the way by 2 over Nashville Bale, who just bumped into Willow Bale on the turn. Getting deep there was Rebale, and driving through Nashville Bale now found the front and gets away. It's been a little bit messy, but it leads out a couple on Willow Bale. Thestral's recovering. Next was Rio Bale, followed up by Bun Tornado, and then Cabello, Lapis and Yuku Bale on the swing. Nashville Bale on the outside was Willow Bale, going home the better. And Willow Bale won it and beat Nashville Bale, and 3rd Thestral. Next in was Bun Tornado, followed up by Cabello Lapis, Rebale, and the last one in was Yaku Bale, and Willow Bale scores in 30 and 42.
And the money was spot on for Willow Bale, $3.60 and $2.50, ahead of Nashville Bale, $2.60, and no third for Thestral. But Patch, geez, you'd be laughing if you got the $4.40 earlier today with this dog.
Yeah, supported and for good reason as well. Clearly getting the job done, and the keen eyes would have been all over her, as the market suggests. And when Nashville Bale hit the front down the back, it was probably 50-50 whether he was going to be challenged in that latter part. But in the end, Willow Bale's got the better of him. It was a little bit messy early on. Nashville sort of had to work hard to get to the position where he was in the race, particularly after colliding with the eventual winner, but it was all made quite easy with Rye Bale getting off the track at the first turn. And as we heard from Dan Hibbard, it was Bale there, Bale here, Bale everywhere. And in the end, Willow's got the job done.
Certainly has, and done the job nicely there. So numbers 1, 4 and 2, 1.5 lengths by 1.5 lengths. So 1, 4, 2 and 3, time of 30 and 39. So that's race number 10 on the program, done and dusted. We've just got 2 more to come, 20 minutes away from the penultimate event, race number 11. It's a mix 6 and 7 over the 5.25, and our $3.10 favourite is